I got quite popular from the Umbrella Academy Season 2 reaction video, and the cast said that they hope that I enjoy it. But it's hard for me because I didn't. I did not enjoy the second season of Umbrella Academy. I was so disappointed. I don't even know if I'm excited for Season 3 anymore. I don't even know if I even like Season 1. I don't even know if I am still an Umbrella Academy fan anymore. See, the good thing that came out of the cast acknowledgement was you guys. Fans. I don't want to call them fans. You guys, my friends. You guys who watch my videos. And I am so very grateful. But for the Umbrella Academy Season 2 in general, I think I was a bit overhyped. I was overhyped during the reaction. I was overhyped after after Justin Min posted on his story. I was overhyped after I got 100 more followers on Instagram. And then when I started watching, I was very disappointed. Plus, in episode 4, somebody spoiled it for me. Somebody spoiled that Ben died. And after that, I was in a bad mood for that entire month. I was so disappointed in my overhypedness. I was disappointed in that one person who sent me that spoiler. Accidentally, of course. And I was disappointed in the show. Please don't hate, unsubscribe, don't dislike, don't give me hate. Because this is 100% my opinion. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Very disappointed. In Season 1, I loved it for the great details, perfect balance, great pacing, amazing characters. Season 2, I didn't like it because of the characters, the balance, the pacing, and the details. You see, Season 1 they just tried it out, you know? They just tried out, hey, Netflix tried out, hey, what if we made an adaptation of Umbrella Academy Season 2? And it worked really well. Now Season 2, they knew that Season 2 is gonna be a big hit. So they tried way too hard to make it fun. Season 1, it was just perfect because it just started climaxing, and boom, mind blown. Season 2, and at the end, that cliffhanger, it was too much for me. There were too many details. They tried to make it too fun, so that they added too much detail, and by adding an overabundance of details, completely messed up the pacing, the balance, made no room for character development. Speaking of characters, they completely ruined Vanya's character. No, I'm not talking about the LGBTQ thing. Her character in general. Season 1, I loved Vanya because of her unique, awkward personality. You know, she's that one left out sibling that you just feel sorrow for. She's that one left out sister who tries talking or tries engaging with her family, but they decline. And it is just a beautiful, painful, dark, powerful thing to see. Season 2, they were just they just made her forget her memory, and now she acts like some kind of child with telekinesis powers. There were so many unanswered questions in Season 2 that just makes it absurd. Speaking of absurd, so were the plot twists, so were some moments. A lot of them were absurd, and I know absurdity and weirdness is what makes Umbrella Academy, but this one, it wasn't absurd in a creative way, it was absurd in a stupid way. You might think that I'm really hating on it, but no, there are so many great things about season 2. Episode 8. Best episode I have seen in any TV show. Cinematography, soundtrack, VFX. They were killers. They were amazing. But those are the small things. The big things, they just acted like they didn't care, or they cared too much about it. It's not only me who thinks this, but a lot of my other friends also agreed with me that the plot was just a repetition. It was too repetitive to season 1. They didn't try anything new. This is season 2 in a nutshell. Season 2 was basically season 1, right? It went like this. Family is apart. They try coming back together, but then they go apart again. But then something big happens. So they have to join together to fight the evil forces, go back or forward in time, and have a big cliffhanger at the end. Replay what I just said. Think about that sentence, what I just said. Try matching it to season 1 and season 2. It works both ways, which means that the plot, they used the same idea. Of course, they told it in a different style, different time, different environment, but in a nutshell, if you just zoom out of that picture, it's just the same thing, but just painted in a different color. It's the same object. It's like season 1, they bought like a bicycle. They displayed that bicycle. Then they sold it to someone else. Season 2. The citizens are excited for that store to show a new bicycle. But what does the store do? They buy the same bicycle, they just paint it red. Right? Same thing, different style. That's exactly what they did to season 2. In the first review, let's talk about the first review. The first review, I take everything back what I said there, because that was 10 minutes right after I finished watching episode 10. You know, I watched it downstairs, rushed upstairs, turned on the camera, and started talking. But, you see, that was like kind of a first impression, because I didn't know what I was talking about, because I didn't have time to think about it. It was a first impression. I've thought about it for months. Now, this is why I'm recording it now. Months or weeks, more like weeks after watching the show, because I thought about this season for a long time. This is just my conclusion, what I think about this show. The first review, I rated it a 9.0, and my season 1 review, which is a separate review, I rated that a 9.4. Now, seeing how bad season 2 was, I realized how a masterpiece season 1 actually was. It's really hard for a TV show to be good, but I just realized that season 1, they perfected it. So I'm raising a 9.4 to a 9.7 for season 1. Season 2, it was 9.0, but I'm bringing it down to a 7.8. Don't hate, don't unsubscribe, don't dislike, consider. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.